What's good, YouTube? SlimTv here to put a center into on this new topic. Right now, we got Taekwondo debates, young and disciplined. Now, I like this reaction, or I like this video, because it went over a couple topics that I thought was important. More so pertaining to not the dating aspect, because by the way, I'm not a dating coach. I need more experience before I even delve into that realm. But it's a classic debate on the base of it is how far are you willing to go for what you want? You know what I'm saying? And how far is too far? And I think it preferences on the person. I think that it shifts on the person, but it also shifts on what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you're chasing a goal or a dream, maybe you should throw everything to the side and go full throttle. But if you're chasing something else that's not as important, how far is too far? You know what I'm saying? But let's check it out. I'm gonna chime in. By the way, a shout out to Ty. You know, I used to watch him a lot, and he really helped me turn the corner in regards to like confidence and stuff, and that really helped me to build who I am today. So I appreciate that. But also respect to the other dude as well. I've never watched his content. I don't really watch people's content anymore because now that I do my own, I really have to focus on my own thoughts and create my own stuff. So I'm not gonna let anything else influence me. But shout out to him for coming on to here and having a respectful conversation. That's rare these days, guys. People just coming on, not calling each other no names. And these are two young brothers as well. Two young brothers. I'm young too. I mean, I'm actually around their age. So yeah, two young brothers coming on here. Cool conversation. No riffraff. No higamajoo or whatever. No humbugging. Whatever you term you want to use. I appreciate that, man. It's good to see.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Wait, you the YouTuber?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you commented on my video, bro, when I did that agree and disagree video on.
God bless, bro. What's happening, bro?
Not much, man. Not much. I don't know the rules of Twitch, and if you watch that video, you know I talk a little crazy, but I got a couple questions for you, sir. I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
my language.
Let me pause the timer to explain this. This is low-key important.
All right.
It's 3 words that's really quickly bans on Twitch. F that rhymes with maggot. Bite but starts with a D. What else, chat? It's another one, but those are like you get what the trend is with that. The slurs, you know what I'm saying? Hard R, grape. You know what I'm saying? You intelligent man. I don't think you need to even include that in your language. I know you got it for sure. So I'm all ears, bro.
All right, for sure. I tried to turn my camera on. I don't know if you got it off, like the settings or whatever.
No, I just saw it. I just saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Hold
look.
on, let me see.
Yeah, he got to clean off his camera, man, because he was coming on. He was coming on blurry as shit.
You cooking your shot clock, buddy.
All right. Let me just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 questions. First question, because everybody in here they asking about getting some ass, but I get enough ass. So my question is about growth. So like, what would be some of your advice, bro, for me to keep going? I've been on YouTube 2 months. I'm at 3.5K. I'm moving up, and
2
somehow
months is
they
crazy.
put my damn video on your page. So something going on in the algorithm. But any tips you can give?
Well, when you don't have, because this is what I used to do. When you don't have a
Yeah. That's one thing about YouTube, man. I noticed like when I put certain hashtags, like for the Skeeter Gene video, right, or all the videos that like got like a lot of hits on my channel, because like if you look at my subscriber count, it's not that much right now. I mean, honestly, obviously, but if you go down to some of the videos, I'm hitting like 7K on the Chris Rock video I did a while back. I'm hitting 1K on or 2K on. So if I think it's more so the hashtags, and then it'll pop up on certain videos, and then people just go straight to them. And sometimes you're like, even I've done it. Like you'll wake up if you fall asleep, and you're watching YouTube and you wake up and it's like some random dude on the screen. Like, who the hell is this dude? That's a free view for the dude. So I'm sure that probably happened to me as well, where like someone was watching a certain video, they fell asleep and they woke up and they saw me on the screen. But anyway, let's continue.
name in the algorithm, like when I can't type in Kai Sanat and get a million videos, or Deshae Frost and get a million videos, like when you don't have a name, you are actively creating a name with every video you make. But in order to drag that attention, you have to fight for the spotlight. And if you notice, is even the top people are still fighting for the spotlight because they're still consistently posting, they're still marketing themselves.
And that's one thing why, that's really why I'm not tripping over my subscriber count. I mean, I don't compare myself to anybody else anyway. But, you know, I know that I wasn't consistent the last couple years when I first started this. So now I'm really on my consistent stuff. That's why I haven't really been tripping over subscriber count that much. I'm just focusing on being consistent. That's the only thing I care about. You know, I appreciate everyone that watches my videos. But at the end of the day, you know, as long as I'm consistent and know that I'm giving it my all, subscriber count, you know, it'll come. It'll come.
So you got to touch on topics. See, my thing is, when I first came into YouTube stuff, I was head hunting for topics that I felt like didn't have a good take, or things that topics that had already been touched, but I wanted to put my perspective on it. You see what I'm saying? Like shit people already look for, approaching, flirting, seduction, that somebody else might have spoke on, but I felt like I had something to add because it's proven that people are looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
That you could take popular people with a popular concept. So you need to draw from the popularity and then to bring attention to yourself.
What TykwonDo is saying is very true, you know, in regards to, again, the YouTube topic. I just want to tell you guys, a lot of you guys that be watching these dating videos and stuff, be careful of these frauds. Because, like, I know that Ty, you know, he is what he's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a real one. I think this dude is too. I mean, I'm kind of just good at reading people. But a lot of these dudes, man, they don't know what the heck they're talking about. They really don't. So really just, when you watch certain creators, pay attention to how they talk, what they're talking about. And then I did the video on, like, the morals and integrity. If you have morals and integrity, you should be able to see it in other people, if that makes sense. You should be able to at least tell if somebody's bullshitting or not. You know, trust your gut. Trust your gut. Really look at these people and, critique. I know people are like, don't judge, don't do this, but really just critique and be skeptical. Don't trust anything. Don't trust anything. Especially from somebody who is across the screen, you know? He's online. That's all he is. He's just online. Shoot, don't even trust me. Real talk. If you believe in what I say, that's cool. But if you don't, move on. Let's continue.
Keep that.
Yeah, I saw Duke Dennis talking about that shit just the other day. Yeah. I was thinking about doing that.
Then they get to the point where your name becomes the clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Got you.
When somebody puts your name in the title, and people say, "Oh shit, they talking about Y&D." You know what I'm saying? They talking about such and such. So that definitely takes time. You know what I'm saying? It take time, and it take like people seeing your face on every platform. That's the biggest blessing of now that when I was blowing up, there was no reels, there was no shorts. So now you can take the same clips and put them out.
One more thing. A good way to tell if somebody is really authentic and if they're telling the truth is if they're able to come up with their own topics. You know, have their own everything. Like, it's completely original. Now, it's good to look at other people and, you know, kind of just see what's going on, you know, see what's the hot take, but then use that to create your own philosophy that you can then share to the world. So if you see somebody and you see it, that they're kind of copying off of somebody else, I would say that's a red flag, you know.
Everywhere, you got to be really active and assertive about that, and also assertive about who you adding to your team once you develop one. And don't take no bullshit from nobody. You can sleep and wake up 5 minutes late, but anybody that work for you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're working with you because it's your brand. You're gonna suffer for that shit, or you're gonna benefit from it. So it has to be really active.
Got you. All right, and my other question.
How you feel about, like, we in time, but they asked you to be on here, so I'm gonna let you. We're gonna keep it going. Bro. We're gonna keep it flowing.
For sure. All right, how you feel about like rotations and leading women on? Because I know I ain't watched all your shit, bro, but because people they put me on to you, I ain't even know like who you was at first, and I could tell like you got like a little morality to you. See, I'm like a slimy, grimy ass nigga, so I just want to know your thoughts on like.
I appreciate that. Like, you know, I don't necessarily agree with being a slimy, grimy nigga. I don't agree with that at all, actually. But I appreciate when somebody's able to come out the gate and just say who they are. And that's one thing. I'm gonna take it political for a second. You know, I don't really believe in Democrat or Republican, because on the one hand, you got the Republicans who could sometimes just be outwardly racist, right? But then on the other hand, you got Democrats who claim they're not racist, but some of the actions that they take, it screams racism. You know, sometimes you have to look at the blatant disrespect. Like with the Democrats, it's like they're always trying to baby a certain community, or always trying to march and hold up pitchforks for a certain community. But it's like they're trying to baby them and control them in a roundabout way, if that makes sense. Just pay attention to politics. I'm not even a big politics guy. Like, I don't even pay attention to that stuff no more, because it doesn't benefit me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. In my humble opinion, I know it doesn't benefit me, but it's the same thing with this. The same concept with this. I would rather somebody come out into the limelight and show me who they are, instead of hiding in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, respect to this guy, man. I appreciate that. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Leading women on, rotations, friends with benefits type shit. Like, you for that? You don't teach that? Like, what's your thoughts on all that? I know you done did it before, but what you stand on now?
Of course. I separate my persona. I say toxic top. Well, the difference is that when I learn your game gets stronger without the lies. What do I mean? What I mean is that, let's say we make a comparison, right? I'm leading on let's say there's extremes to leading on. They're selling dreams. They're straight out lying, like we gonna get married, we gonna get a crib. Like that's the extremes, right? If we pulling back from the extremes, if we just saying like you're not necessarily creating a fake relationship, but to me, my policy before was don't ask, don't tell. If she don't ask, I'm not gonna say nothing about it, because I'm assuming she don't care. You know what I'm saying? Why would I tell her some shit she don't give a fuck about? The difference is that, you know, the more experience I got with that shit is that the prevention is better than the cure. I'd rather prevent some bullshit and have the line drawn in the sand, because at the man, I feel like it's my job to lead. It's my job to set the tone. So I have to set the tone initially, because you know all the bullshit that you might deal with, which is, oh, your phone ringing. Oh, who that? You know, when a girl like you and she wants you to be exclusive with her, she gonna let it slip out in small ways. You know this. She not just gonna outright say, cut everybody off for me, I'll do whatever you want. She's not gonna say that. She's gonna say, oh, there go your phone again. And she gonna say, you know, she gonna do whatever she do. So I live it in the bud early, because I know where I'm at in life. The more clear I can be with myself, the more clear I can be with her, the more she can understand, and the more she can act accordingly to a way that works for me. If she's not acting accordingly for a way that works for me, goodbye. What that got to do with the roster? Because she's bringing, she not vibing out. She bringing bad momentum to my life. Oh, who that other bit? You either for me or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm showing you exactly what it is. You want it or you don't. You know, take it or leave it.
And see, I can agree with that. You know, when you tell the truth out the gate, the only option that the person that you're telling the truth to, like, you're gonna get the brunt force ASAP. So that in turn makes you stronger in life. Like, if you've ever watched My Hero Academia, if you watched what was that? It was like season 3 or season 4 with that rock dude when he was fighting that one enemy. I forgot. I think it was like the Liberate. No, it was the gang. It was the gang with the overhaul. Yeah, he was fighting one of his lackeys, right? And you know, he was getting hit with like the brute, like he was getting pounded on, but he kept getting stronger. That's basically what the truth does. You know, when you expose the truth early, and then someone responds to that truth, that in turn makes you a stronger person, because you were not afraid to say what it was out the gate. Just like that dude from My Hero Academia. You know, he was taking the brunt of those punches, and he forced himself to keep taking those punches. He eventually became stronger. His quirk evolved, you know? So when you are a truthful man or a truthful person in general, it's not going to be much that can phase you, because you've already told people what they needed to hear. You've heard some things that maybe you didn't want to hear, because sometimes truth, when you give truth, you get truth back. And in turn, you know, you're a Teflon Don. You're able to just take and roll with the punches. Let's continue.
Streets of the streets.
Yeah, I see where you at. I see where you at mentally. I just think for a lot of guys though, it's kind of like they don't care. They just trying to get some. So it's like say what you say. You know what I'm saying?
And
But I
they'll
see
get
where you
some.
at though in that mentality though. I see where
But you
you at.
know, what do you think about this? I call it the lifetime warranty on the pussy. So you get it like that, right? You get it quick. You might not even get it quick than the nigga that keep it a bean, because the nigga that keep it a bean, she might be on the same page and he faster, because I didn't want nothing serious either. All right, boom, right? So what I call the lifetime warranty, right? You move with morality. You got good character with her, right? Your relationship has strength to it, right? And strength because she trusts you. That's the bottom line. Like, she trusts you. You're reliable. She might not like the shit you tell her. She might hate it, actually. Oh, I hate that he doing what he doing. But she respects you. So over time, that does not wear out until you do some shit that make you corny to her, or like, I don't trust him. 9 times out of 10, when a girl leave a guy, it's out of loss of respect. She'll be with a guy she don't trust. Oh, he cheated on me before, but I like, that's my man. Like, she'll be with him. But the respect, like how he moves, who he is as a person, oh, I really care. He's a caring guy. I can change him. Like, when she see that character, that's the long-term play. So you could just go for the pussy and completely miss the woman. You go for the woman. I ain't never seen a woman without the pussy. They gonna bring it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to just, I can get her and get everything that come with her once she locked in for me.
Do you meet?
What's gonna
For
come
me, I meet women. I would say 90% of the women I meet, I have no respect for them though. So it's like,
And see, I know where he's going with this. Again, I've watched this, so like I kind of know what he's gonna say. But I understand his side too, because like, man, not every chick deserves. I mean, I don't want every chick to trust me anyway, because I don't care about them. I don't care about them. And my response to that is, if you don't trust them, or if you don't care about them, I mean, me personally, I guess it's just me personally. I wouldn't even go for them, because like, if I don't even have the capacity to care for you in any other way than just physically, I don't know. To me, it's just like, I mean, you haven't really piqued my interest. I mean, yeah, you cute. And I'm not gonna sit back and act like, yeah, I don't just see women. I'm like, oh yeah, she fine. Like, yeah, that happens to be all the time. So what I'm saying is this: usually I'll try and get to know him a little bit, go on like one date or text back and forth or whatever, and then if I want it to escalate, well, it'll escalate. That's just me though. He's just more so like, man, forget that. I'm just going ham. I'm going straight for it. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a preference. It's a preference. It's more so about where your head is at.
I put them in the category like, I'm gonna get the ass from you, and then that little 10%, I kind of go the route you just said, because I actually care about the long term. But the 90%, I feel like they not shit, so I just treat them accordingly.
Well, me neither. Pussy ain't enough for me. I think that's where we separate. For you, okay, like, man, I don't gotta get some pussy from her, man. She out the way. For me, pussy ain't enough.
I mean, I
might put it down on her, and she might get more of my time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you literally link, don't say no words, and just smack it. You know what I'm saying? She could leave you shortly after. But it's, to me, I have more to lose than just my nut that I'm about to lose. Like, this could almost stress me out. She has access to my life. Not much.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Not a lot. But
you saying?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I'm an exclusive dude, right? I don't let too many people into my life, because I love my peace. I love my sanctity. Like, that is one thing that I just really love. So with that being said, if I'm with a woman and she begins to annoy me, I'm not afraid to let her go, bro. And that's just what it is for me personally. Now, some people, again, they want to get as much ass. They want to get as much ass as possible, and I understand that. People love pleasure. That's cool. But for me personally, again, my peace is more important than ass, because I've had so many fun times with just me being me in my little corner, in my little nook. And not saying that I don't get out, but I just had so many fun times with myself, to where if I invite you into my personal space, that's a big deal. That's a big deal, for real.
My number, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you thinking like that, like, I got more to lose, then when I just stick my dick, fuck around and kind of bust, and she like, it's a very risky situation, even to be around her. How many niggas she sharing her location with? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that don't mean I'm not gonna see her as attractive and not want to. It just mean like I play the scene a little bit slower.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see where
just
you
a little
at.
bit slower.
Yeah.
You fucking crush some shit fast.
I ain't gonna,
bitch crazy.
I ain't gonna never play it slow. I'll just keep a plan B in the back if the condom break or something like that. But I feel what you want though. I feel that for sure. But I ain't gonna take up no more of your time, man. That's it.
One more thing. I'm gonna let this play for a bit. Scoping out women is also like really just sometimes looking at women. Like sometimes you don't have time, right? I'm gonna just preface it with this. Sometimes you don't have time. If you're in the store and you see a cute girl, go say something to her, okay? But like for example, at my job, there was this one girl that like she was calling me cute and stuff, and she liked me, right? So I didn't just jump on it. She was cute. She was cute. She was a solid like 6.5, 7. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I didn't just jump on it. I kind of let it play out. And what I came to find was that her baby daddy was still picking her up from work, and she still has a kid with him. There, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen him, and like he would be driving around in his little truck or whatever, kind of mean mugging people, you know. So that would be a bad situation all around for me because one, I'm at work, right, and that's a coworker. You know, if something bad could happen, that's another thing. Two, she got a baby daddy that she's still getting picked up by. What does that mean? That means that she is. That means that she is still actively, you know, with him. Whether people want to admit it or oh, he's just up here to pick her up, man. It don't really necessarily mean anything. Nah, to me that means something. That definitely means something. So yeah, it's important to if you can scope out a little bit, not out of fear of getting rejected, but more so out of just respect for yourself and seeing what she has and going on in her life. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Yeah, I just want to come here and holler at you.
You brought substance, man. You had some good questions, bro. It really
Yes,
sealed
sir.
my head today.
Sure.
I used to think like that. I'm gonna keep it being like I've lied in 4K. I had a chick send a picture of me in the mall next to a chick, like on like a you know what
they crazy, man.
Go up.
Yeah.
Somebody went over the escalator, took a picture of me and sent it to her. She's texted to me. Nigga, I said the person wasn't even there no more. I said, yo, what the fuck? And I still like I was a heavy liar, bro, a heavy manipulator, all the dark, all the other bullshit. But I realized is that you lay in whatever bed you make. So when you gotta keep up with your lies and this one finish, it just I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I know. I see what you're saying. For me, if I get caught in a lie, I just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like you just move on to the next. Like it's just enough to
man,
go.
You out here
so
ruining lives, man. You out here ruining lives, man.
Yeah, nah, but this the thing. I don't do it to virgins though, you know. But most of them hoes, so you ain't gonna find no virgins no way. So it don't really matter.
So you doing it to everybody?
Yeah, cause you already know they all hoes. That's why you say everybody. 99% of them, they all hoes anyway.
Man,
somebody gonna do it. Might as well be me. That's how I look at it.
Man, fuck that, man. You.
Hey, look. Before I hop off here though,
yeah.
Is it cool? I want to be respectful. Is it cool if I just shout out my YouTube and shit?
Oh no, go ahead. A lot of people
y'all.
know you a YouTuber. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. They was when I joined this, they was saying like, "Oh, Y&D up in here," and I had some people in here that's in my Discord and shit. I thought that was cool. I didn't know people was knowing me like that. It felt weird. But hey y'all. So yeah, my YouTube is Young and Disciplined Y&D. I got two sides to it. It's young and disciplined. Sometimes I'm teaching discipline, you know, self-improvement, getting on your shit. Then other times I'm teaching just being young, right? That's when I'm talking crazy about how to get these hoes. So I'm a little more extreme than TykwonDo, but I'm all about game, mouthpiece, and all of that shit. And if you're trying to be the slimiest, grimiest nigga you could be, then you come holler at me.
How old is you too?
I'm 23, bro.
I am, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's becoming a lot more like younger dating coaches, chat. Like real rap. I'm loving to see it. More young niggas on the scene with different perspectives.
I want to ask you one more thing real quick, and this ain't gonna take long. I ain't got no.
No, go ahead. No, don't even rush yourself, bro. I done been cracked the time scale. You know what I'm saying? So
all right, bro.
At this point.
All right, so I checked my subscriber count the other day. I saw Mr. Lucario. I already know you know him. Mm-hmm. Mr. Lucario, he subscribed to me when I had like 900 subs, and then what's the boy True Cam? I saw he tapped in on one of my videos and just commented too. So my question is, how you get tapped in with real game, no theory, and all that? And what's your like? Would you say that people misunderstand Mr. Lucario and guys like Steve the Dean and stuff like this?
I
Because
think I'm gonna
my
keep.
perception of
Yeah, no,
them
go
is
ahead.
different
No,
than
I
probably
want to see
what
what
you
you
think.
think. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead. Say what you think.
I think I have all respect for them right now. If you watch my videos, I got a video I'm making that I know Mr. Lucario gonna see because I saw he subscribed to me, right? But in the video, I talk shit and I'm being a little funny. But
We talk shit all day, man, and
yeah,
we
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
call each other out on
Look,
what we think. We wouldn't respect each other as men.
facts, and we niggas, man. You know how niggas are.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But one on one, like I'm talking to you right now, like I ain't no disrespectful dude, bro. Like that shit's entertainment part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do disagree with a lot of they say. I agree with like the manhood part and like those different things, but like Mr. Lucario, I'm about to react to his video he dropped about direct approach and going up to a woman and asking her about if she
They
does
will.
one night
That's what I
stands and
say.
all of this stuff.
They'll talk to you directly too.
Okay.
Like, let's say you drop that video, you express all your points. Because
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand in front of another man's bullet. You know what I'm saying? That's just not.
Right, yeah.
No, don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's just ain't what that is. You know, that's like,
Anything
I'm
but
gonna
him.
say, leave Ty alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I got them seeing what you're saying, say, you know what? Because at the end of the day, we intellectuals. You know, we niggas and shit like that, but we embrace conflict. Because if I believe something, I'm willing to stand on it. If you believe something, you willing to stand on it, and it's no ducking of speaking your mind and being exposed to what you think and who you are. You feel me? So again, we different men. So I don't believe everything they say 100%. They don't believe everything I say 100%. You know what really got us together? In the most simplest answer to chat, because I know I went way over, is that if you look at if you go to just dating life and dating advice on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
It's a spectrum of this shit. It's like the niggas you look at, like, man, I know this nigga wasn't getting hoes when he was. I just know he wasn't getting hoes his whole life, or not naturally, but like genuinely. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he got some clout, he got some money.
That's what I think about them.
All right, boom, that's what you think, right? Boom. So you look at it, you get that spectrum, like, all right, man, this dude wasn't getting them before he put on that diamond chain, all this clout, whatever. Then you see the ones that's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Or I don't want hoes his way, because he might be saying something like, I don't know, whatever. It's just how he think. Like, I don't even think. I think so far from.
Yeah, that's one thing about the money status. Like, bro, I heard someone else say this. This is not my original quote, but I heard someone else say this. They said, money just amplifies who you are. And I use this example with Harvey Weinstein or whatever, that the guy who be taking children on islands and doing weird stuff. Or actually, I could even use this with Diddy. Now, now that Diddy has a status and money, he's now just a more glorified perv, or same with Harvey Weinstein. He is a glorified perv. That's all it is. He with the money, he went from a regular perv, because he was a perv in the beginning. He went from a regular perv to a super perv. Now, how does this relate to this? Well, if you're a cornball, right, and you get a little bit of money or clout, and then women start attracting to you, it's not because of who you are. It's just because of the money. So you went from a cornball to a super cornball, and now you're attracting these women, but they really coming to you for the money to see what they can get out of you, instead of just for who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something important to keep in mind. Let's continue.
So as I seen that shit, I realized I'm the only person that thought like me. And then when I see Steve, I like how deep he thinks. I like, because for him, he's like me. It'd be bigger than sex. All that is a side effect of how you move as a man. And that's just what I think. That's the rock I stand on. And he gets very specific, real deep, and he has his own ideologies, which you listen to him, watch him, you can learn them themselves. Where I detract is I'm more on the social skills. I'm more in the aspect of life, and then I might even go spirituality and things like that. That's just me. That's not really stuff they tap into. They more deep dating. So it's just different stuff, man. But Steve, that's my guy, man. Like if you can look through messages and not look at it like, all right, yeah, there's some sex or some shit like that, and look at the substance of what he's talking about on some self-identity type shit, it'll change your whole mind.
And I have to agree with that because that's one of the people I watch, Steve the Dean, man, and no Real Game No Theory, all them, respect to them. That really changed my mindset, how I think, and I like them because they didn't really like push their ideologies on you. It was more about just allowing you to open your mind to create your own. That's really all it was about. And then once I did that, man, you see the videos I'm putting up now, like I'm telling you, all that stuff, it came from me. That stuff that I tapped into, and like I'm over here writing quotes and, writing in my journal, and just writing down ideas. Like when you open the floodgates of your mind, it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
Well, I mean, I respect a lot of the stuff that Steve say when it come to that. But it's hard for me to not say I don't respect it, but it's hard for me to take his dating advice serious. Like, and I was watching him and what's dude that looked like Danny Boy from Death Row? Miles. Yeah. they was talking, and it was kind of difficult for me to like really take what they were saying serious, because I'm like, bro, these dudes is old. Like they not out here like with the youngest. Like, but because I thought Steve was married. Like, I don't know. Did they be getting down like that? They out here they going crazy, they sowing their wild oats or what? Like that's the thing is be hard for me. Like
Danny Boy, this is crazy. But listen, man.
Nah, it ain't no diss, bro. When I seen him, he looked like he a 90s R&B singer with his shades on.
I tell you, you'd be surprised. Like I said, I'm not going to go out in the way to prove something for a man, because I don't even do that. When I first came out and I had my I went a year and a half before I ever showed anything personal with me, because I liked it to keep a privacy certain level from the internet. And people was questioning me until they seen all these now blind dates, screenshots, text messages. Now they think otherwise. So you right to question and doubt what you're gonna doubt. This is where your mind wanders, which is why, again, like I said, you make the videos, you insert your opinion. I guarantee you, they the type to see it and speak on it, or you can say in the video, like, I want to be on the platform. I want to speak to you directly. That'll get you far, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then, cause I ain't trying to come off. Yeah, I don't want to come off like I'm trying to disrespect them, but I just like, if you see this video, you gonna be like, yo, nigga, you crazy. Like when
all
you see, I ain't saying crazy.
Yeah. No, all jokes to the left. All jokes to the left. All jokes to the left. Like, if you come direct, it's nothing that any man can do but respect it. Because then it's going just what's the issue? What's the disagreement? You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, just you go direct about it and say, I want to talk direct. I mean, you didn't say that on my video because you stuck to the points of the content. But if you have something to question in there, ask you. I'm telling you, they'll invite you to the platform, one-on-one, one by one. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
shoot, just call in, bro.
Yeah.
You think what you think. That is what it is.
For sure. All right, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna take no more of your time. You was real kind. You're a real kind guy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, man.
But stay up in Hollywood. Stay up in Hollywood, bro. I'll be out there. There'll be some crazy people out there. When I was out there, this girl I was with.
We in Atlanta. You said Hollywood?
Well, I saw your little post. You had some shit you said from the hood to Hollywood. Or is that just like you saying that?
Oh, you on my Instagram, gangin'. Or did I put that on? Did I put it on my YouTube tab?
Nah, that was on IG. I just looked at your IG today, and I have followed you. It's crazy that you went on live today, bro, because I literally just messaged you like 3 hours ago, just trying to thank you for commenting on my shit, because I don't know if that did something in the algorithm, bro, but it's like when you commented, it's like, bro, I gained like 1,000 subscribers in a week, bro. Shit crazy.
Dang.
No, it's the loyal. I got one of the loyalist communities on YouTube, man. It's a
For
blessing.
sure.
And listen, I ain't got no problem with acknowledging. See, you know what the difference is? Some niggas react to my shit, right? Or feel some kind of way, because my reaction I'm very much more political now, I want to say. I'm much more political.
I just want to speak on that as well. That's rare, bro. It's rare that people actually want to share a slice of the success pie. Because a lot of people have this mentality of there can only be one. It can only be one of us up here. It's lonely at the top. I mean, in our respective areas, I would say it is lonely at the top, because once you get to a certain level, it's like sometimes you can't really connect with other people that are on a lower level than you. Not because you think that you're better than them, but more so because of just where you're at mentally. It's like you're trying to move a certain way, and the people that you used to run with, they're not moving that same way, and it's not conducive to how you want to move. So now you have to kind of separate yourself from them again, not because you think that you're better than them, but more so because you have somewhere that you're trying to go. So with that aside, it's good to see people actually, acknowledging that, yeah, I'm here and I'm in a good position, and I'm not afraid to share that with other people because I want you to get to your top, if that makes sense. Like, the way I look at it, like I said, it's lonely at the top in our respective areas, but there are a bunch of mountains everywhere, right? So if I get to the top, I'm on top of my mountain, and then Ty's at the top, so he's on top of his mountain. So I see him across the ocean of mist, because you know how at the top of mountains there's usually like a bunch of clouds and mist. I see him. We just, what's up, bro? But we're still at our respective tops, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's continue.
With my interactions, you watch my old reactions. I'm like, this bitch ass nigga, bro. This bitch, who the fuck you think? You don't even slap at. Like, I was drunk, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was drunk. So it's like people would get offended that way. But my ear, I always listen. Like, if you a man, you saying what you saying. My first response is not, all right, this nigga ain't his feelings. You feel what I'm saying? And I saw you was speaking on your points. You know what I'm saying? You stuck to your points. You got a sense of humor. Everybody do. I'd make a joke. I'd talk trash. You know what I'm saying? I'd probably say something about your haircut. You say something about my shirt. Like, I'm come from that. I come talking trash.
My haircut fucked up right now, so don't say nothing about it.
Say something about your cut, my boy. Like, it's just how niggas talk shit. I get comfortable with that. Like, that's just that's what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So, but I could tell when somebody actually is speaking on what they think. Like, talk on your points, key your points. You make sense, you make sense. If you don't, you don't. If I disagree, I disagree. If I agree, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I peep you was actually investigating. Like, all right, I see what he said here. I think this about this, and I don't think that about that. But he on point with that.
You want to defend yourself on that point I made?
Which point?
I had a clip of you. So you did some shit with Melly like a year ago. It was like a.
Oh, you
did like
about,
a little,
I think I remember. I watched it. You said, was it the drinking part?
Yeah. You said it wasn't that deep though. People took that way out of there. But you had made a little comment. You said, I'm drinking you. And she said, "Why you being so sexual?" You said, "Watch how I lie to get out of this." You said, "I ain't say nothing. I ain't being sexual. That just mean I'm drinking what you drinking." You was like, "That's just
something like my cup of tea."
Yeah,
I said something like my cup of tea. What?
Yeah, you tried to spin it, which was cool. That's some shit I would have did. But I was trying to get to the
my finesse side kicked in. That's just what that was. My finesse side kicked in.
I know. It's but I know it's in you though. And you let me ask you this: do you think you do that without realizing it with other girls you probably
see? That's a good question.
All the time.
I come from that to me was like a joke in a situation of a conversation. Like, I wouldn't, because I see the point you made. You said something like oh yeah,
because that's all I mean
lying.
when I say lie.
No lying.
When I say lie, that's all I mean. Like,
well, if you mean that, if you mean that, to me, that was like shit talking. Like, that was like, that was like, you know what I'm saying? And to call a spade was backtracking on a statement that was taken wrong. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, that's the part that was like, oh shit, like, it done took this shit the wrong way. Like, I'm talking shit. You feel what I mean? In reality, when I say
that's one thing I've noticed. Like, I'm a sarcastic dude. And sometimes people do take what I say the wrong way sometimes. Like, that's my humor, though. Like, I'm sarcastic. So if people actually get my humor, I'm actually, like, a real funny dude. But sometimes people don't see what I'm trying to get at when I say things. So then they'll take it the whole wrong way. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's more so just a personality thing more than anything. It's not that you're necessarily a bad person or anything of the sort, if people don't understand you. It's more so their personality or what they come from, they're not able to see what you're getting at a certain time. And then it also kills the joke when you have to try and explain it. So most of the time when I'm sarcastic and people don't get it, I'm just like, never mind, you didn't get it. And then I just move on.
When I don't do the line shit or I keep it a bean, especially when it mattered. Like, that's my point. Like, she would never be like, oh, you don't talk to other women? And I'll be like, I'm only talking to you. Yeah. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking shit. Like,
yeah.
So if you got a girl and she at your crib and she asks, if you talk to other women and you say yeah, right? Because I just had this happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I told her yeah. She asked if I'm sleeping with them or if I'm having sex with them. I said no. Now that's a damn lie. She should know that. But I said no because I ain't trying to.
I would tell her it's none of your business. I don't ask you who you sleep with. Don't ask me who I sleep with.
Right.
But you know that's gonna kill the mood though, right?
The mood gonna be killed, my man. She could leave the same way. She could leave the same way she came in.
Yeah, now see that's my thing. See, me is no ass left behind. If she right here, it gotta go down. That's how.
That's the difference. I tell her,
yeah.
You know why? Because I'm like, that's a test for her. This the difference. I'm telling you, back before. See, you already would have like, listen. I would have messed with other people, downplay, finesse to keep the vibe going. I want to test how she handled the conflict of the situation. I want to see how she handled this. Because if she all right, so give an example of ruin the mood. I'll show you what I mean. Give an example of, all right, me telling her that was going to ruin the mood. Give me that example of what you think ruin the mood would look like.
I done did it before, trying to be honest, man.
So what happened? What ruined the mood? Give me an example.
Her guard go up, so all of a sudden, like, we was just hot and heavy and shit, and I go back, she kind of like, she let me lay on her again, or I grab on her titties or something, and she let me do it, but you know how you feel that energy just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just leave out the room. So that's the shit that started happening to me. So I just started lying, and guess what? It ain't happened since. It's been years. So every time I get in that situation,
what you don't know can't hurt. What you don't know can't hurt her. She was hurt. She was kind of way. She liked you. Okay.
I don't care about. But this is the thing. I don't care about the long term though. So to me, I'm trying to get the ass.
It ain't. It's not like because I kept it a bean with her right there. I'm thinking like, yes, she gonna marry me now. Yes, like this was the difference. She gonna get over it. You can't say I don't give a, but you doing things that show you give a, because you do give a about when she can emotionally get you to do what she wants you to do, and that's what you're doing.
Now I give a fuck about losing my ass. No ass left behind. That's what I'm saying.
And that's kind of the point of this video, man. How far is too far, you know? Like I said, it depends on what you really value. Y&D, Young and Disciplined, man, he really values ass, okay? So he's willing to do whatever it takes to get it. Again, different people have different value scales, right? The reason that he values ass is because it's pleasurable. Okay, that's fine. But is it more important than your morals and integrity? In my opinion, no. No, and the reason that is because no one can take away your morals and integrity. That is something that you will have for the rest of your life. That is something that will always evolve and change for the rest of your life, but it's something that you are stuck with. Now, if you are a person with no morals and no integrity, you're just willing to do whatever the hell you're gonna do. You know, you're just gonna do whatever the fuck. You're like a ball bouncing off the wall. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere. And when you live life like that, you really have no direction. Now, am I saying Y&D has no direction? Nah, because I'm sure he has morals and principles. Again, I could tell like he seems like a solid dude, but I'm just saying in general. You know, when you live like that, you know, you're everywhere. So for him, for example, you know, he's willing to do whatever it takes to get some ass. So he's willing to say whatever the heck to get some ass. And so maybe, I mean, he doesn't see the value, or I guess, you know, he sees the value. He sees the value but when it comes to women, he doesn't value them enough to then have value in his words, if that makes sense. For me, everyone I talk to, like, I don't necessarily have respect for them, but because I have more respect for my words, I don't care if they're a bum on the street. I'm not going to just outright lie to them just because I know the weight that my words can carry, if that makes sense. So yeah, man, it just really depends on your value scale. But that's my take on it.
So we would disagree though, because I want to use that to test her. Because catch this. So I tell her that right there, you know, a little situation, keep it tight. To me, I'm gonna be honest. If me fucking or not was based on her that question, I don't think you really had a good chance of fucking anyway. That's just my thoughts. If that one question, if her saying, "Oh, but you another," like, duh, like I'm single. I knew you for a month. That's when I clear the air. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know you well enough to be like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even on that. Then I want to clear that up. Now this might. It depends on her maturity, bro. No ass left behind is a funny ass statement. To me, I don't think you lose the ass when you do that. Why? Because I don't lose the ass when I do that. Like, she f with you enough, she gonna ride through that truth. Like, I'm telling you, ain't never had a girl just leave your crib after you kept it a bean with her. Vibe might be ruined slightly, but she gonna keep. You said she already let you lean back. I'm telling you, they get over it. They get over it. If they,
here's my opinion on that. Like I said, I'm not no dating coach, but to I guess I'll just use people in general. You know, when someone is actually like, let's just say that you're somebody who has been lied to consistently. So when someone actually tells you the truth, it's a breath of fresh air, right? And let's say that even though that truth, it hurt, so maybe you're in your feelings for a couple days, but then you're able to come back and you're like, you know what, I appreciate what you said at that moment. You know, I appreciate that truth that you gave me because that's something I needed to hear. Every person, I believe that every person acknowledges a truth that they know is true. Now, how they react is different. Like I said, some may come back, others won't. So if you tell a woman the truth, a cold hard truth, and she doesn't come back, that just simply means that, one, she wasn't for you, and two, she wasn't emotionally mature enough to accept that truth and move on. And you don't want to deal with anybody who is not emotionally mature, just because that could just lead to a whole bunch of other problems. That's my take on it.
I know that I know they get over it, but I'm not gonna get over the blue balls that night. That's what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying?
So it's like you think that's like it ruined
chasing pleasure,
all sex for that night because she up like that.
I mean, it depends on the connection with the girl, right? I'm talking about. So the way I do it, bro, I do 2 dates, and if I ain't by that second date, most of the time it ain't gonna be no third. So for me, these is girls that I don't give enough time to. I barely call them. I barely talk to them. My connection is just enough, and then when we go out and we kicking it together, it's just enough of me building that sexual tension and that energy right here. She don't really know me like that. So I don't like to say anything that can make her actually think, man, is this dude a player? Is this dude that I don't want to be thought about like nothing that could put the guard up. I'm trying to fuck. That's how I look at it. And that's the shit I teach. I teach all this so a nigga can as fast as possible. That's the thing.
The water done clear like Moses. You know what I'm saying? The water done split like Moses and came to slap the staff down. It went like this. Why am I not on that no more? Why don't I think like that? Because to me, right? Let's say, boom, we in this situation. I'm the same way. I'm heavy on, like, I don't like to text that much. I don't be on phone all the time. Like, come see me when we link, and let's keep the vibe in person what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think we see what the truth does differently. You see it as like, all right, her mind up, her vibe up, guard up, boom. I see it as like it'll free the bull out the way, because I don't want her thinking that I was gonna be in love with her. I don't want her thinking. You might think she gonna think, oh, you a player if you give up like that. I'm letting her know I'm not a player. I don't play no games. I'm the coach. Are you on this team or not? That's the difference. I ain't no player, I'm a coach. Are you on the team or not? And when she say I'm not on the team, that's a choice. She's not gonna be here by the force of silence. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? To me, she down harder when she say, okay, like, you know what? You kept it real, and I chose to stay. That they get hooked deeper that way. When you dealing with a woman like that, all it takes is just one lie to catch up, boom, that ass is gone. Like, you got it once or twice. How many times you got it? Then when that lie catch up,
that's
that
enough.
shit go
that's
away.
What I'm saying. That's enough.
All right, he just want to get it one time. It's like you know, you cash that one lottery ticket, you get $1 million. I mean, you cool. That's how he sees. You know, he just wants that one time. That's it. I'm done. Me personally, I prefer, like, I go on dates too. So if I go on a date, I want to at least acknowledge, or like, you know what, I'm talking to you and I like how you're talking. I could see us. I could potentially see a relationship. Now, am I going for a relationship? 9 times out of 10, no, not off the bat, because that takes time to build a real relationship. That takes time. You know what I'm saying? But You know, I just want to be like, you know what, I could rock with you. I could rock with you outside of, you know, physical interaction. You know, that's how I do it though, because again, my piece is everything, and I want to be able to see if you are able to contribute to that piece or if you're gonna hinder it.
Once or twice. That you see what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying, bro.
Bro, this woman I knew for years I could spend on. Like that once or twice is enough. You get all of that and more. If it's enough, you want to pop them like you know, you want to pop them like minis in the game or something. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's all. You can get more than that. That's all I'm saying. You can conquer. You can conquer the whole situation.
We on the same page, bro. As far as knowing that you could get more. I think both can be a. No. I'm saying we on the same page that you can get like on the understanding of I could get more. I'm saying I don't want more. I don't respect none of these. Like I said, 90%. I have no respect for none of that. I don't want more. I want the ass.
It just hit different to me.
I know what you want though. I see what you.
Oh dang, bro! Did my headphones disconnect?
Like that.
My headphones disconnected. Hopefully they don't echo. Wait 1 second, guys. Man, these stupid things, bro. Dang it.
They all providing the full coverages. I'm gonna tell you, it just hit different when you let's say, all right, y'all right. Yeah. Look what I bought you. Look at it. She buying you. You hungry? Did you eat today? I DoorDash you something. I eat this, or I cook. Like that come with the woman. The sex could be at the end of the night or whatever. To me, I like the full packages, whether she the main or not. I like the rest of the benefits because, like, for real, when I'm really on my grind, I'm not really pressed for sex. I might just want to be around her because I just like feminine energy. You feel me? And then at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, like that just might be our vibe. To me, that's more of a benefit than tough. You like you say, you don't respect her. She not worth that to me. To me, that's like she done got my nut off. Now, mind you, have I one night standing chicks? Have I got shit in and out the door quick? On an opportunity, yes, I might have been traveling. It was, but when I'm at home base, I like to have a sturdy team, like main or not, main or the bottom of the food chain. I like the rest of the value. I think every man would enjoy. Like you never. Is it really just she come over, walk in your door, and you? No, y'all talk. You might want to see if she could cook. She might could did more. Cooking and cleaning is the basics. Like she real life might look out for you on whatever, bro. I'm telling you the whole.
But for me, bro, I'm able to. I get that same shit though, and I still just go about it the way I go about it. But I know.
I mean, I see what he's saying. I see what Ty is saying too. Ty is saying, you know, there's one woman, you know, the women that he's dealing with, he's able to keep them around because he's honest, you know, or the ones that stay with him because he's honest, you know, he knows that they're riders. You know, he's able to call them up. Like, for example, like if there's a girl that made like a really good plate, or like, you know, she's really good at making Mexican food, he might be able to call her up and she might make the plate for him. But for him, he's saying that he's able to get that as well, but he's able to get it in a roundabout way. You know what I'm saying? And all I have to say to that is, well, I guess when you look at it that way, he might even pull more or keep more around because he's playing a facade, right? So again, it's really all about how much you value your word to certain people. And I'm not saying that he doesn't value his word, but I'm saying that he doesn't value it to certain people. Now, for me, my word is everything. So, like, I don't care if it's a bum. I don't care if it's a prostitute or whatever. If I tell her something, I mean it. I mean it. You know, but he wants to kind of just get what he wants any means necessary. How far is too far? How far is too far? It depends on your preferences, man.
What you saying, though? I know what you say. I don't think the way you saying it is bad. I just think it's like what you said before.
So you don't think
it's just two different ways.
You don't think the facade that's being put on, or the role you're playing, doesn't put you in a bubble that could just, when that bubble pop, situation is going.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to. That's my opinion on that. Do you agree or disagree that it puts you in a bubble that could be popped when the truth or that shit sink in and it's like boom, the whole situation blown up?
But he don't care.
Well, I mean, I don't lie about no crazy shit that I ever get caught. I ain't gonna never get caught. I'm a slimy, grimy ass nigga.
He
I
don't
never
care,
get
bro.
caught.
He don't care.
So I don't see that happening. But if it do, it's just so many more women. Like I'm always dating, especially now, bro. I go on dates, and my guys know this. I'm always dating, right? Especially like right now, I'm dusty as shit, right? Because
that's one thing I agree with him on in terms of like a lot of dudes have a scarcity mindset, so that's why they lie. You know what I'm saying? That's why they lie. Him on the other hand, he's more so lying to keep more around and so that he can get what he wants at the end, right? But because he's actually out there actively approaching, doing what he has to do, he doesn't have a scarcity mindset. It's just more about, keeping as many around as he can, or but he also knows that he can go out there and do the same thing again, so it don't matter to him. It just don't matter.
Get on here and seduce the niggas in your chat. But when I get fly, you know what I'm saying? Like my shit, it's just always new girls. So it don't matter if it blow up. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just constant. It's literally a rotation. It's just constant. So it's like if it blow up, I really don't care.
He don't
but
care.
But then right now I got 3 mains, but I'm about to drop one though, cause she ain't really cooperating. But 2 of them, I don't lie to them about nothing. I never did because I actually somehow had a little bit of respect for them. But the other ones I didn't respect them, so I don't tell the truth.
So tell me this: if you can, because this is inconsistent. This is inconsistent, right?
Well, yeah, it's inconsistent, but again, I mean, he told you who he was off the rip. Like, he's gonna do what it takes. He's gonna do what it takes. So that means that sometimes he'll lie, sometimes he'll tell the truth. I mean, it kind of is. So it is what it is. Like I said earlier, your morals and your integrity. But when you kind of push those to the side, you're like a ball bouncing off the wall. You're everywhere.
You saying, all right, I respect him. No, I give him that regard. The other ones, man, just doing what they're doing, playing my role, playing my position, getting in and out. If you going to tell them to keep it a buck anyway, keep it real, keep it P with them other 2, right? You notice that you're getting a better response from those women, right?
Yeah.
Right? A better response from them. That one, she ain't cooperating correctly. You already know that contract getting slid across the desk, so that shit is termination, real soon. You know what I'm saying, right? So with that.
So I'm at about like an hour of recording. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit just to see what else. I think I kind of touched on what I wanted to touch on today. How far is too far? How far is too far? But let me just skip like.
She could leave the same way she came, and I'm gonna lay back on that. Why? Like you said, there's plenty out here, and to me, before a man twists and shrivels up just to say he got some ass, before he twists and shrivels up and now he done tighten himself up into the perfect model for some sex. To me, I don't think she worth it. She ain't worth it to me. You gonna take it or leave it.
But this the thing though, Ty, and I know where you coming from, bro, because I get it, because I get ass too. But this the thing. It's easy for you to say that, or for us, right? Because we know we get ass. But when you dealing with the people that be hitting us up, bro, and you got a dude talking about, bro, I just had a consultation with a dude, really no homo, but you could tell the brother's a good looking dude, straight teeth, in shape, all of this, dress nice, beard and everything. And the dude is telling me how he basically had to buy pussy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. These type of guys we talking to, I can't just keep telling him, be yourself.
Like, bro, you have to get out there. You have to get out there. You will run into something eventually if you just get out there. That's all there is to it. A lot of these dudes, man, they want to hide behind, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that. You just have to get out there, bro. Get out there and talk to women specifically. I know this is a cliche and but a lot of these dudes, man, especially like these dudes that live in, like, I'm not a dating coach. I always say I'm not a dating coach, and I don't know if I ever will be. I said, I need more experience as well. I'm not a fraud. I'm not a fake. I hate people like that. I hate people who try and act and pretend like they're something that they're not. What I do know about myself is that I'm an articulate man, and I have things to say, and I say them, and I am an innovator and a creator. That's what I am. But beyond that, I'm not a dating guru. I'm not a dating coach. But one thing that would greatly improve your odds is just to meet more women. Especially with dating apps now, I mean, there's really no excuse.
Be honest, it ain't working. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm giving them a solution, and I tell them the consequences of lying. I ain't gonna make it seem like it's gonna be all, you know what I'm saying, sunflowers and daisies. Yeah, if she find out, it could blow back. But once you get that ass, you already know a man kind of stand up a little bit more. His chest poke out once he finally get that ass. So all you need is one or two, and then he can stop lying later once he feel better about himself. But
regardless of my chat opinion, right? Regardless of my chat opinion, what anybody else think. Here's what I'm gonna say to that directly. I'm not more or less a man from some pussy. Now,
yeah,
respectfully, that's just what I think. She could leave, she could stay. I'm the same man. Now again, we're talking about behavior that makes her leave or makes her stay. We're talking about behavior that you saying gets guys more pussy, or some, you know, that doesn't. To me, is it worth it? Is it worth it like that? Let's say that guy, you say he's good looking, tall. Didn't see a guy, don't know him. That's a guy you was coaching, right? So he's saying he's having issues, struggling. I'm trying to be honest. Really, when you look at the context, is the honesty how your social skills are adapted to dealing with the woman, or is the honesty probably, oh, I really like you? Because if he's ready to pay for it, he's probably closer to a nigga that don't know how to talk to women. Let's just be honest, right? So we already can assume his social skills is not in a place where again, you say he got the looks, he got all the other shit that most men complain they don't have, and he still can't get it. He's selling his own bread. What's selling his bread? What he's saying? He's trying to say, oh, I'm telling them the truth. He probably saying some sucker desperate ass shit because he's so obsessed with sex. I think when a man is obsessed with sex, he's not going to think straight. He's not going to be able to deal with a woman properly. Then I think you get help.
When you are obsessed with anything outside of yourself, you won't be able to think straight or think properly, you know? Because my dad said this, man. My dad was always trying to teach me stuff, and he said a lot of things that I remember him. I remembered a lot of what I remember most of what he told me throughout my life. One thing he said, though, was stay on your square. What is your square? What I've come to realize what your square is, it's the moral standards and principles that you stand on as a man or as a woman, and you stay on that square and you hunker down on it. You're here. You know, like when Goku is powering up and the ground kind of caves in under him, that's how you got to be on your square. You know what I'm saying? So, where was I going with this? Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so you should only be obsessed with, you know, if you believe in God. I'm obsessed with God, and I'm obsessed with myself. The rest will come afterwards. The rest will come. That's just my take on it, though.
Get some ass, right? It sets him down a path of self-destruction. What's going to happen? He going to get that pussy whipped, because like you said, it made him stand up straighter because he wasn't already standing up straight enough. So it's going to whip him. He done changed his whole fucking algorithm character of being a man and how he lives life. Niggas don't even be lasting more than 3 minutes, gang. Like 3 minutes of your life, and you scratch the whole drawing board of everything. To me, what you was about to say? Did it freeze? Or is this nigga perfectly standing still? I think it froze.
Alright, yeah, I think that's it for the video, guys. Let me know what you thought. I tried to be as unbiased as possible. I let you guys know, yeah, I used to really rock with Ty and, like, you know, watch a lot of his content and stuff. But again, I tried to be as unbiased as possible. Say what I had to say. I'm not no dating coach, but I thought this was an interesting topic. And how far is too far? Too far for me personally is when I have to give up my square. And like I just told you guys know what my square is. My morals, my integrity, my standard. I stand on that wholeheartedly. I have to, because it makes me who I am. So because of that, I can't give it up. Anytime that I have to give that up, or I even think I have to give it up, I know that I've gone too far. Let me know what you guys think, though. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love you guys. Peace. And if you need more SlimTv, subscribe to my Instagram for weekly shorts and more coming soon.